you applied for a small business express loan and you got one.
Sure, we were successful in our process. We were the only business model of our SIC code, the only individuals and businesses within marketing and communication who received the grant, and we're really honored by that. And as I shared with you, it was a matching grant, so the state came forward with a certain amount, and we had to match that certain amount, which we were happy to do. We got support from our community bank to make that happen. The results were a total amount of dollars that we set aside, and over the past year, we have applied it incrementally and appropriately. We have invested as the 4 areas we needed help with. We invested in our facility, in our technology, in our training of our current staff, and our growth of our new staff. As I shared with you, we have 3 individuals who are on the unemployment rosters who are currently now employed here. And I love that they have gone on to start families, buy homes, buy new cars, and have gone back to invest their income into our local economy.
I think that's great, and I was really happy to see that that you not only have grown in yourself, but you have had an impact on many other businesses. You've increased your workload by about 38%. So, how many jobs do you think that you have impacted beyond your company?
So beyond our own center core, it'd be hard for me to measure, but I can tell you from an everyday standpoint. An example would be for you, like I shared that a new videography vendor that we're working with called me one day and said every dialogue that he had had during the course of that day and a total potential workload of about $60,000 in work for him came a result of referrals from this agency. And every team member through here, we have 13 of us under this roof, every one of them handles between 10 to 15 relationships. So that's 300 active individuals going on through here that are actually seeing new relationships.
So you've been in business almost 2 decades now?
It's been 26 years, yeah. It's been a great journey, great journey.
I came from a small business background, and I understand how much of a commitment it is, the hours in the day that you put in just to run the business as it is. And you had a couple of critiques that we should talk about too, because there can always be improvements, and that's why we're here. That's what my job is, to make it easier for people like you. That's at least what I perceive it as. My job is to provide the resources for you to be successful. That's
Sure.
always been my goal as a state senator, is to make it easier for businesses, to make it easier for constituents, not to make it harder.
And think about the small business perspective, right? As you came from a small business background, right? So if my closing fees were a certain amount, and that amount equated to a new laptop, but instead went to closing fees, that was one less piece of technology that I could have put in the hands of my employees to generate additional revenue.
Correct.
Right?
And possibly one less person.
One less person.
So we want to make sure that we're providing the resources for you to have more people, not less.
Exactly.
And so I think it's important to say that that there should be a couple of tweaks made, and it's something that I look forward to working on in the next year or 2.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.